Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jake Livingston, Incident Commander with the Alaska Team 1. I'll just give a brief update on our operations out on the Aspen Acres Fire. So at my report, we're sitting at 96,031 acres. We're up to 16% containment, and we have 1,677 personnel on the incident. Yesterday, on the northwest perimeter of the fire, in the vicinity of Greenwood and Wetmore, the fire did make a move there. It was moving toward those areas just due to outflow winds. We had a heavy aviation response, and that was working with hotshot crews, engine crews, and bulldozers, and they were just working to keep the fire out of Wetmore and Greenwood, and then that Highway 96 corridor in that vicinity. They were securing some spot fires ahead of that main fire that was approaching. They were having success, but it was touch and go. But fortunately, the wind shifted as the fire neared the control line, and then there was some precipitation that fell on that activity. So with that small amount of precipitation, it did open up a window of opportunity where the firefighters were able to engage it on their own terms. So they were able to make some good progress just securing that perimeter edge adjacent to those views at risk. Along the northeast and eastern perimeter, working south all the way down around toward Colorado City and Rye, the fire is looking well. We have hand crews and engines patrolling and eliminating small residual hotspots. So that area is looking really, really good. Along the western perimeter, in the steeper and more rugged terrain, there continues to be areas of activity. There's limited access in some of those areas just due to the steepness and thickness of the vegetation. West of Highway 165 near Lake Isabel, hotshots and dozers are working to secure the perimeter. There's some slow progress, but progress just due to the terrain. We have ordered personnel and equipment to start engaging further on that western side. Tomorrow evening, we'll have 300 to 400 firefighters and support personnel staying at the high school out in Westcliff. Speaking to North Creek, fire crews continue to patrol and mop up and secure around structures in those areas. And then just speaking to other fires in the areas in the close proximity, we have assisted just to the south of Rye, about 7 miles. There's a small fire that started, and we sent 5 engines down there, some fire line supervision, and then a Type 1 helicopter down to assist with that small fire. And conditions are looking good on that fire. They have retardant all around it, and no growth at this point. And then just for further information throughout the day and evening, please have a look at our social media information releases. Thanks.
Good afternoon. I'm Pueblo County Sheriff David Lucero. As I mentioned during our last briefing, we have been able to lift some evacuation orders, but those areas remain under pre-evacuation status. We hope to reopen additional areas within the next 48 to 72 hours, but at this time, it's simply not safe to do so. Yesterday, we experienced fire flare-ups in both the Beulah and Rye areas, and the safety of our residents, firefighters, and first responders remains our highest priority. We will continue working closely with the incident management team to determine when it is safe for residents to return home. We understand everyone is anxious to get back to their homes, and we share that goal. However, safety must come first. Even after you are allowed to return, your area will remain under pre-evacuation status, meaning you must stay prepared to leave again should fire conditions change. It is also important to remember that while this incident is being coordinated through the Pueblo County Emergency Operations Center, reentry decisions in neighboring counties will be made by their respective sheriff's offices. Here in Pueblo County, we will notify residents when they are authorized to return through automated phone notifications, social media, local media outlets, and our website at puebloemergency.info. Before returning, you will need a reentry card issued through the Disaster Assistance Center, or DAC. If you have not already obtained your card, I encourage you to do so now so you are ready when your area reopens. I'm pleased to report that operations at the DAC have improved significantly, and I want to thank everyone for their patience. This is an unprecedented event for our community, one unlike anything we have experienced in more than a century since the devastating flood of 1921. Based on what we heard from the public, we expanded our operations by adding a dedicated reentry card issuance period each morning that begins at 9 a.m. We also brought in additional equipment to print cards more efficiently. Since July 1st, the DAC has issued 2,977 reentry cards, including more than 800 yesterday alone. I also personally want to thank Pueblo County Clerk Candace Rivera and her staff, along with Director Randy Evans and his staff from the Pueblo Department of Health and Environment, for stepping in to help streamline these operations. Their partnership has made a real difference. We will continue listening to our community and making improvements wherever we can. As conditions change, we will continue adapting our operations to better serve those that are impacted. We appreciate continued patience and understanding. One request that we heard repeatedly from residents was the desire to see the condition of their neighborhoods before returning. In response, we began conducting drone flights over affected areas. Yesterday, we released video from portions of Pine Drive and Beulah, and just this afternoon, we released additional footage of the North Creek area. A drone flight was scheduled earlier today for the affected Rye and Colorado City areas, and we expect to release that footage as soon as it is in process. We have made a number of personal notifications to those that experienced destruction to their homes and their buildings. However, this is still in process as we work to identify those owners. Some of the contact information we have as to who the property owners are have been challenging, so we ask that if you believe you may have experienced a loss, please go to the survivor portal located at the puebloemergency.info page and complete your information. If you have not completed the survivor portal, I encourage you to do so today so we can continue to make those personal notifications. Our damage assessments also continue to move forward. As of this morning, approximately 67% of the properties affected in Pueblo County have been assessed. Currently, we have confirmed the loss of 192 homes and 4 commercial structures within Pueblo County. Our Sheriff's Office personnel continue contacting property owners as quickly as possible, with priority given to those whose homes have been destroyed or sustained major damage. Again, the survivor portal, along with ongoing updates and additional resources, is available at puebloemergency.info. This time I'll turn it over to Sheriff Smith from Custer County.
Thank you. My name is Rich Smith. I'm the Sheriff of Custer County, Colorado. We did have a slight increase in the number of homes that have been destroyed in Custer County, and our new total is 83. And we'll expect that number to continually change throughout the process. And to put that in perspective, that's almost 2% of all the homes in Custer County, because we're a small county. We do not anticipate releasing any of the evacuated areas, and we also don't anticipate adding new evacuation areas at this time, but we monitor it every day, and we're in contact with the incident management team several times a day. Weirdly enough, we have issued a flash flood watch for Custer County, and so we sent a Everbridge message to our members of our community to be on the watch for that. I'm super excited to hear that they're bringing in 300 to 400 firefighters that'll be based at Custer County schools to help with the effort in Custer County. And obviously that's more than we could ever put in the field at one time. And then I just want to talk to the people who have been evacuated, and I can't imagine, the stress that you're going through and the anguish, and the question everyone asks is when is the fire going to be contained and when can we go back? And we don't know that answer. We're checking every day, but we still need to be patient. And I encourage you to lean on your fellow neighbors who have been through this together. If you need to talk to a counselor, you can use the number 988 to talk for help. And then we were able to get a hotline open, and so this is only for Custer County residents, and it's open during business hours, and we shut down the sheriff's office, admin team, and our HR office to put the bodies in to answer the call. And that hotline number is going to be 719-467-0271. We have a limited number of people available to answer the call, and if they don't get to yours, just leave a voicemail and they'll call you back. We did have two meetings last night for the people who've been evacuated along our Highway 165 corridor, which was the worst hit area, and we were able to notify them in person and actually show them pictures on a laptop of their home. And then the rest of today, we've been calling the residents we have numbers for who've done the survivor website and different things, and so we're making progress notifying them, and then we're texting them pictures of the fire, of whatever we have, to try to help them get an idea of what's going on. So I'm very grateful again for the incident management team to keep us informed and to protect our community, and I feel for the victims, and I want to get you guys back in there as quickly as I can. It's my pleasure to introduce the President of the United Way.
Good afternoon. I'm Shanna Farmer, President and CEO for United Way of Southern Colorado, and I am here again to offer my sincere condolences for all of those who are going through this. But just know that United Way and hundreds of community volunteers and multiple organizations are standing alongside you and are here to help you through this. Earlier this week, I announced a bold fundraising goal for United Way of Southern Colorado's Wildfire Relief Fund of $10 million. And while we still have a long way to go, as of this briefing, we are just over $417,000 towards that fund. It has been incredible, the number of individuals and companies who have come out to support, to provide matches, and to provide innovative ways to raise those funds. And so I encourage anyone who is willing to work with us on a corporate, business, individual level to please reach out, because it is going to take all of us to help rebuild. Tomorrow, in partnership with KRDO 13, we are hosting an all-day telethon starting at 5:30. And if you're interested in volunteering, there are sign-ups. We have also had our friends at 9 News start a World of Thanks initiative to launch a micro-giving campaign, and I'm sure there's more of our media partners in the works, and we look forward to working with you. But we are looking for so many different ways to come together and raise those funds. This is going to be a marathon, not a sprint, and so we need to be prepared to help folks here with their immediate needs, but also be standing by to support for the long term. And United Way of Southern Colorado is here for the long term with the support of our partners. For more information, to sign up for any of our volunteer opportunities or to donate to the fund, please visit unitedwaysoco.org/emergency-info.
Thank you. We'll take a few questions, and just remember to speak into the microphone so we can pick it up on our audio for Mike.
Follow-up for Sheriff Lucero. You said that 192 homes had been destroyed as of what you confirmed at 60%. The Beulah Fire Chief released something today saying that 193 had been destroyed in Beulah alone, and I just wanted to clarify if that was inclusive of that or only that or whatever.
So it sounds like we're one off at from the numbers that I have. Again, those assessments are still ongoing, and we're 67% complete with those. So we're hoping to get an update again for our next press conference, which I believe is scheduled for Friday. We'll have additional and more up-to-date information at that time.
So just to clarify, that is just Beulah, or does that include the rest of the county?
That is mostly the Beulah area, yes.
Okay.
Sheriffs, both of you, can you talk about the dangers of flooding, both to the crews that are out there and the people who may be returning?
I'm actually going to turn that one over to some of our professionals from the incident management team, because that would probably be fair.
So on our incident management team, we have an incident meteorologist assigned, and they give us updates throughout the day. They monitor the radar and then other weather data sites. And if they see a storm with potential approaching, they will announce that over our radio system. And then they've also identified drainages within the fire area that have potential for flash flooding. So if there is potential, we will have firefighters move out of the way of any drainages that.
And like a fifth grader, can you explain to me why that's a danger with fire to come flooding? Why is that?
Because all the vegetation and organic matter has been burned off of the soil, so it's really susceptible to erosion from sudden heavy rains, and then that all flows down into the drainage and accumulates rapidly and then turns into a mud flow, which, 2 feet of flowing mud can move a full-size truck. So it's really something you have to watch out for.
I have two questions while you're up there, Commander Leeson. First one's for you. Did you find the weather yesterday to overall be more helpful or hurtful?
Generally, the weather was better yesterday. However, there were still isolated storms in the area. And as I mentioned, up in the northwest corner, there was a storm that pushed outflow winds toward Wetmore and Greenwood and that Highway 96 corridor. That's what energized the fire and was giving the firefighters a hard time. But there was, thankfully, some rain associated with that. Yeah.
And then how many miles is the fire from the city of Pueblo right now?
I can't speak exactly how far it is from the city of Pueblo. It's still quite a ways, and we are not concerned about that, just given all the work that's been done on the eastern perimeter.
As people begin returning home, what kind of protective gear do you recommend that they bring with them? Is that gloves, helmets, etc., based off of the stability of their structures?
Yeah, so I think it's important for them first to get there and assess what they're going to need. A lot of our partners, including United Way, we have resources in there to help them with trash cans, dumpsters, protective gear as well. So they just really need to assess and reach out, and we'll be happy to help where we can to make sure that they're safe as they return.
And then last night, Sheriff Smith told me that they are offering, Custer County is offering tetanus shots for people, just everyone in general. Is Pueblo doing something similar? I just talked to the health department. They said they were offering a few. And why do you encourage that shot?
So I can't speak for Custer County, and I'm not aware of that. I know Pueblo County, our health department, they're very capable and ready to respond. I don't have a direct answer if they are offering those. I would imagine that they likely are, but I wouldn't be able to confirm that.
One more question.
Was going to ask this on Monday, but didn't have the time. I know you guys put out a very zero tolerance stance on fireworks, but I know I personally still definitely heard some, and I imagine there were throughout the county. Were there any arrests or investigations made on that front?
I can't speak for the City of Pueblo Police Department. As you know, the Sheriff's Office is only responsible for the unincorporated areas of Pueblo County. We had a few people that violated the restrictions. We anticipated we would. Quite frankly, the neighbors and social media folks put more pressure on them and had them stopped before by the time we responded, they were shut down. I don't have the numbers, but I will verify that for you. I know we didn't have any arrests as a result of that. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you all.